Sonya Hanson. The induction of Sonya Hanson tonight into the Hall of Fame marks the second time a father and daughter have been placed into membership. Sonya's father, Bob, was inducted back in 1983. Sonya now also holds the distinction of being the Hall's youngest member, having been born here in Jamestown on May 24th, 1960. Sonya's athletic career began in speed skating. She collected numerous junior titles in local and state competitions and also in Canada, beginning at the tender age of 5 when she picked up a New York State championship for the 5 and under division in 1966. Through the next several years, Sonya competed in countless junior tournaments, always finishing among the top contenders. In 1970, Sonya was first in 3 Bantam events at the Ontario Open in Kitchener, Ontario. She picked up seconds in the midget division at the North America in Binghamton, the Eastern States in Saratoga, and the Berkshire Hills in Massachusetts. In 1971, she placed second in the Eastern States at Binghamton, the Middle Atlantic in Newburgh, New York, and fourth at Berkshire Hills. She won another Ontario Open title in 1972, setting records in the process. Later, Sonya had the opportunity to train with the U.S. Olympic team, but was forced to turn down the invitation due to the death of her mother. Overall, Sonya competed in 26 championship speed skating competitions outside of Chautauqua at Tulane University in New Orleans, Louisiana. For her many achievements as a young speed skating champion, her outstanding high school and college athletic career, and her current endeavors as an educator and coach, I am very pleased to introduce Sonya Hanson for membership in the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame.
Thank you. Well, I never really dreamed when my dad put on those first pair of skates that I had when I was 3 or 4 or 5, that after those first few glides that were so eventful and so much fun on so many ponds around this county, or when I touched a basketball, volleyball, or softball for the first time, that after all those ensuing games, events, opportunities, and so much fun could have gotten me to where I am today and tonight. But it has been those experiences of striving to achieve various goals and to feel the rewards of winning and the perils of losing many a battle that now gives me an opportunity today to give a little bit something back in the area of athletics as a coach. I know right now, even at the young age of 30, I can say that. It's really hard to believe. I feel that somehow, some way, my life has gone almost full circle, from that of a teammate and competitor to now as a head coach. Well, I'm still a competitor, but it is with great pleasure and love that I can devote myself and my life to teaching, coaching, and motivating our youth. And the real fulfillment doesn't necessarily come from watching those student athletes grow and mature and see their individual skills and fundamentals improve every day, or to see your team become a strong, cohesive unit. It's all those little things that we see on and off the court. It's those little things of teaching for self-discipline, courage, and human compassion that really allows me to see what we can do every day when we see athletes grow and mature. And that really is why coaching is so intriguing to me and why it's a first love of mine. Now, the position I'm in at Tulane, it's a great academic institution, a great athletic institution, and I'm working with administrators and student athletes who I feel are top of the line. But this position that I'm in now, and the achievements and attainment could never have been achieved without the opportunities and people in this community, Chautauqua County. But it has been this county, and it's been former coaches, it's been teammates and friends, and my family. It has been this county, and it's been my dad, Sally, Sue, and Jim, who have been the main forces behind my past and present, and I'm sure of my future goals. Now when I think back, speed skating, it was such a event that took so much out of our family and our lives, and right now when I think back, and I guess I'm glad I'm 30 because I can remember all those things right now, but what I think about are the days that we practiced and we skated for fun and sometimes for just competition and, you know, working hard to get ready for the meets. I think of Allen and Roseland Parks. I think of the many frozen ponds that we seek to find skatable ice. And we were just talking about Dr. Bill Hall, who we had an awful lot of good memories up there on his pond. He was a great guy, and he allowed us to go up there and skate anytime that the ice was good, and those kind of memories are just real special. And of course, how about those days when you could skate on Chautauqua Lake from Elmhurst to Mayville? Well, those were great times, and along the way when we got to visit some great places, Lake Placid, Saratoga Springs, and Detroit, there were a lot of special people that we met along the way, and they're still remembered. Well, those were great family outings, and there really isn't a time now when we all don't get together that we don't talk about a special friend, competitor, or moment that we all shared. In fact, that just happened the other night, so we won't go into any details. Playing volleyball, basketball, and softball has really been an added extra part, I think. I'm very fortunate to have gotten to do that, but I think of my days at Maple Grove High School. I think of JCC and those summers spent at Bergman and Jones and Gifford Parks. And again, those many special coaches, friends, and teammates that taught me so much along the way. Now, coaching today, I can relate to the many sacrifices that my dad has made along the way. From the sacrifices of shoveling ponds, sprinkling ponds, testing the ice first to make sure it was all right, while Sally and I most of the time stood on the banks wondering, is it all right? And he'd always be the first one to say, come on, get your skates on, let's go. So I can really appreciate those sacrifices that he made. And again, it's those times spent coaching and training us and traveling and driving us back and forth. While today I'm the one in the driver's seat with a van full of kids who wake up occasionally to ask the same types of questions we did as kids while we were riding back from skating meets. Such as, in our little kids' voices, Dad, could you please turn up the heat? We're freezing back here. Or, are we almost there yet? Could you please turn up the radio? When are we going to stop? I'm hungry. Well, I'm sure all of you in athletics has experienced something like that, but it's such a great honor and feeling to be able to get that all in right now. And I've had some great people along the way, and I sure do appreciate everything that has been given to me here in this county and the people. And I'll end with this. There was a song that was recently made popular by Bette Midler, and the main verse in that song said, I can fly higher than an eagle, but you are the wind beneath my wings. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Sal, Sue, and Jim, and you, the people of Chautauqua County. Thank you.
Congratulations, Sonya.